Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And we'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and run for him. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive, nothing wrong with being electric, nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Tannehill. The man has got it complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Raider on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Jones. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
1st down, Cowboys.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Jones eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving 1st quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Cowboys nothing.
Jones on 3rd down. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they'll rally and stop him short A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Or try to punch it in with Taylor. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
10-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Gain of a yard.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Oh, nice move. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
For 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's complete to Grant. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Play action. It's Tannehill. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Now a handoff looking right. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Second and goal from the 1. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. It's caught and touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Prater's not going to get this one. Missed it. No good. Wide to the right. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jones. Not open, it's Goodwin. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
First down, Cowboys.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Hands it off out of the gun. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Will take over.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Beyond the 40 30 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. Room here to run. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, and that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come over with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Lions 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. It's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Leon Jacobs.
There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Long. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Tannehill now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Moore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense offense has a touchdown.
For the extra point.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
The Cowboys' 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Back at the 48-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Third and long, it's Tannehill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
On 4th down, Tannehill. As he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He was taken down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts
Tackle made back at his own.
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Jones now on 3rd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Gary Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
1st down, Dallas.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Taylor. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Dallas, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.